Hello everybody, Quiet Atheist here. Before I get started with this particular video that I'm making today, I want to let you all know that the Bible Thumping Wingnut has decided to take it upon himself to make a reply video to me. Now, just to let you all know, this particular video in its entirety will be provided in the description down below for you all to take a look at, of course. Now, in this particular video that the Bible Thumping Wingnut has made, he accused me of a number of things. And I'm going to be talking about these things in this particular video that I am making now. Now, I'm not going to reply to all of his video because most of it was just rambling about events that he participated in or whatever the case might be. But there are a couple of things that I wanted to address the Bible Thumping Wingnut with. And the first thing that he mentioned in his video about me was the fact that he accused me of being a non-critical thinker. Now, naturally, I'm going to have to disagree with this particular position of his, because I look through everything, the Bible Thumping Wingnut. I look at everything with a magnifying glass. I think about a lot of things. I just do not buy stories that are over 2,000 years old. You have to think critically about these accusations that have been brought forth for over 2,000 years. You do not think critically. You believe these insinuations, if you will, and you do not think about them whatsoever. You perceive them as to be true, when in all actuality they are not. You're not thinking about any other type of situation that is out there that more or less has more evidence to think critically about. You know, when it comes to a floating axe head or a talking donkey or a talking burning bush or a talking snake for that matter, you buy those stories without thinking critically about them. You're not considering the fact that there is no evidence for these things whatsoever. You're not thinking critically when it comes to your religion because you are willing to buy these things without no evidence. And it's pretty evident from the videos that you make all of the time about this particular religion of yours. I, on the other hand, do think critically about these things. I am a constant critical thinker. I question the questioning. I look at everything with a fine-tooth comb and I examine it for what it really is. And if it's fake, or if it does not have any facts, which involves your religion pretty much, I bring it out into the light and I expose it for what it actually is. I think about many things critically, and I do not buy stories. You do, on the other hand. Now, the second thing that I want to talk about is that you accuse me of not being a free thinker. Now, I do think freely. Very much. Nobody tells me what to think. I think on my own and I come to my own conclusions about a lot of things. Now, a lot of people may not agree with me with some of the conclusions that I have come up with, but I do come up with these conclusions because I can, because I'm free to come up with these particular conclusions in question. Nobody tells me to come up with these conclusions. I come up with them on my own. I think for myself because I know I think for myself. And there's no one out there that is going to tell me how to think, when to think, and that's period. That's it. That's period. And that's all I have to say about that particular issue. So when you accuse me of being a non-free thinker, I'm going to have a problem with that particular position of yours. You insinuate that someone is basically telling me how to think, that I do not think for myself, that I do not have the ability to think for myself. But in all actuality, you are wrong. I do have the ability to think for myself. And nobody, not even you, is going to tell me how to think, when to think, and what to think. And that's just the way that it goes. And that's all there is to it. Now, another thing that you accuse me of that I have a problem with is the fact that you accuse me of being a person that jumps on a bandwagon, if you will. No, I'm not jumping on any type of bandwagon. I see things that I naturally disagree with, and I'm going to bring them to you. I'm going to bring my disagreements to you. And I hope that you can handle these particular disagreements in the future, because there's going to be a lot of things that you make that naturally I'm going to disagree with. Surely you know that I'm an atheist, and pretty much all of the time I'm going to disagree with you when it comes to your particular religion, Bible Thumping Wingnut. And that's how I feel about it. And hopefully you can sit here and actually understand my position. I want you to sit here and really pay attention. I want you to listen to what I have to say, because you are out there saying something that I am not in all of these topics that I am talking about. And that is why I think you are incorrect. That is why I feel compelled to express my disagreements with you. And hopefully you can understand, but if you cannot, that is your problem. Now, one more thing that I want to talk to you about, Bible Thumping Wingnut, and I kind of wanted to get this out of the way because it's been something that's been on my mind for a while now. You accuse me of not coming to you first to find out what really is going on. Well, let me tell you why I do not do that. You see, Bible Thumping Wingnut, I have watched you for a very long time. I have watched Matthew 4:19 for a very long time. I have watched Site 10 Brudenkate for a very long time. And you guys have this ability to actually have a poor attitude towards everybody. Your talking ability is extremely flawed when it comes to trying to have a dialogue with somebody. You do not know how to have a dialogue. You spread lies. All three of you spread lies constantly. All of you come up with this situation where you guys think you are absolutely correct, when in all actuality, the three of you are not correct. You guys want to backdoor people. You guys want to try to humiliate people. And I'll say it again like I did in a past video. You guys spread lies. You guys concoct these crazy ass stunts here on YouTube. So naturally, when someone says that you did something wrong, I'm going to be there and I'm going to call you out on it. Why? Because you have a record of this, the Bible Thumping Wingnut. You have a record of having this poor interaction with us atheists. What do they say all of the time? Your reputation precedes yourself. Your reputation speaks a lot about you. And at this particular point in time, you do have a poor reputation when it comes to interacting with other people that disagree with you about a God. So does Matthew 4:19. So does Site 10 Brudenkate. All of you individuals have this poor interaction ability that has no value to it whatsoever. It does not bring anything to the table when it comes to an honest conversation, an honest debate, or anything else for that matter. You guys, it seems, are incapable of bringing any honesty to the table when you have to resort to these presuppositional circle jerks, as I like to call them. Plain and simple. Now you guys have the choice. You can either come with a rational mind and discuss with us individuals on these particular issues that you may have with us, or you can continue doing your little circle jerk. Now, I can expect that you guys probably will not come to us in a rational mindset. You're going to continue to play these presuppositional mind games with individuals who take it upon themselves to interact with you. I, on the other hand, am not going to be doing it. I will not sit here and play these games with you. I will not play these word games. I will not talk in circles. I will not do these things because, in all actuality, this particular presuppositional argument that you have is a circle jerk. That's all it is. What you guys try to do is avoid an honest discussion when you have to resort to a childish argument. Now, in all honesty, I think that you guys will reply with, well, you just can't argue with you can't refute a childish argument. And that's just silly, Bible thumping wingnut. That argument does not give you any momentum. In fact, you have about as much chance of gaining momentum with that particular argument as an individual ice skating uphill. It ain't going to happen. So you three individuals think that the tail can wag the dog. You individuals like to think that there is a corner in a round room. Despite the evidence to the contrary, you will continue to do these things. And you will be stubborn about it. And to be honest with you guys, you do not care. Plain and simple. That's all there is to it. You will continue to move forward, move forward, move forward, and no one, and I mean no one, will engage with you in the future if you continue to have these poor attitudes with everybody, if you continue to have these poor interactions with everybody. That's just plain and simple. That's how the cookie crumbles. And I've seen how you handle yourself with a lot of people. I've seen how Matthew 4:19 handles himself with a lot of other people. And I've seen how Satan Bruggencate handles himself. And it's very poor, I might add. It is a poor interaction with other individuals who have come to a different conclusion about your God. And that is all that I have to say about it. I really wish you guys would really pay attention to what I have to say. Now, many of my subscribers have come up to me and said, you know, you're basically wasting your time. And I sat here and I thought about it, and I came up with the same conclusion. Maybe I am wasting my time talking to you individuals. Maybe I am. Because as I say, you cannot teach an old dog new tricks. You can't. Now, I may be wrong on that particular issue, but when it comes to you three individuals, it's an impossibility. A rational discourse is beyond your ability. It is beyond Matthew 4:19's ability, and it is most certainly beyond Satan Bruggencate's ability. And that's another thing. You guys live in his proverbial shadow, if you will, and you guys try to be like him so much. So who's really not thinking for themselves? Bible thumping wingnut? Matthew 4:19? Who is trying to think like another individual? It's you guys. The evidence is there. So don't accuse me of doing any of these things when you have no evidence to back them up. I think for myself. So when I see another atheist talking about things, when I see another atheist, you know, making videos about certain situations that arouse my interest, if you will, I am going to agree with them. And that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not thinking for myself. It is things that basically I have already known. And that is why I agree with them. That is why I like the video. That is why I congratulate these individuals on making this video. Because a lot of people out there, like us atheists, have a genuine approach to a lot of matters in this society and what it has to offer. And I suggest that you guys do the same. That's all I'm asking. It ain't too much to ask. I know it ain't. But like every individual that has come to me and said, you know, it's probably an impossible thing to do for you guys. And that's okay. You guys can have your faith. You guys can do whatever you want with your faith. I don't really care. I don't. I just disagree. And that's all I have to say about this. So to my subscribers, please feel free to leave your thoughts and comments or whatever it is in the comment section down below. Feel free to share my video with anyone that might be interested, whether it be on Facebook, Google+, Tumblr, or wherever you guys hang out. Till next time, the Quiet Atheist is out. And remember, guys, if you can be good at it. And most of all, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.